Caitlin Clark just changed the way she scores. Again, not with flash, with movement, with deception, with manipulation. In the last 5 games, she's quietly ditched her early season pull-up heavy style and replaced it with off-ball footwork that's punishing defenders before she even touches the ball. So here's the question. Why is a rookie willingly taking fewer shots? And how is it making her more dangerous? It's mid-season. The Indiana Fever are stuck between growth and grit. They're not just chasing wins, they're chasing rhythm. And right in the center of it all is Caitlin Clark. She started the year as the system. High pick and rolls, top of the key creation, deep pull-up threes that turned heads. But over time, defenses adapted. They trapped higher, they rotated quicker, they punished hesitation. That's when the shift happened. Indiana began using Clark off the ball. Pin downs, ghost actions, flare screens. At first, it looked like she was stepping back, but in reality, she was leveling up. Her usage rate dropped nearly 5 points, but her true shooting percentage jumped from 51.8 to 58.3. Because when Clark moves without the ball, defenses stop reacting and start guessing. This isn't just evolution, it's recalibration. Clark's offense is entering its second phase, not just scoring, controlling space. Everyone knows Caitlin Clark can shoot from 28 feet. That's not news. What's new is how often she's doing it without the ball in her hands. Let's break it down. Watch how it starts. Clark initiates the play, then gives the ball up. She sprints baseline, loops under the rim, and pops out at the right wing. The defense? Their eyes are elsewhere. On the ball, on the post. Clark reappears, catch, fire, network. This is relocation. It's not flashy. It's mathematical. She's dragging defenders through screens, stretching rotations, forcing communication on the fly. It's not just effective, it's deadly. It's Steph Curry logic, but in its rookie season prototype. And when she runs it again, watch what happens. This flare isn't just a motion, it's a manipulation. The weak side defender pre-rotates to cut off the roll. Clark lifts to the top, and the defense is toast. She didn't move randomly. She moved with timing, with intention, and sometimes she doesn't want the ball at all. Clark flares out. 2 defenders follow her. She stops short and slips the action. Mitchell dives. 2 points. No dribble, no pass, no touch. That's not a role player move. That's a system architect move. Clark is choosing when to appear, where to receive, how to make defenders pay for missteps. She's not just making shots, she's making decisions. Off-ball relocation isn't just a skill, it's a weapon. And Clark's turning it into a signature. Want to know what elite gravity really looks like? Watch Caitlin Clark when she's not the one shooting. One of Indiana's most deceptive new tools, the ghost screen. And Clark? She's turned it into a weapon. A ghost screen is a fake pick. It looks like a ball screen is coming, but the screener slips out. No contact, just confusion. Clark lifts into the slot. Melissa Smith steps like she's setting the screen. Clark sells it, then vanishes. Her defender hesitates, caught in a helper switch decision. Mitchell cuts baseline. Layup. The fake doesn't have to connect, because the threat of Clark getting open forces the defense to react, and that's what makes it dangerous. Different setup, same principle. Clark initiates. The trap comes. She slips out, and the ball swings opposite. Quick read. Corner 3. This isn't about getting open for her. It's about opening the floor. Clark's gravity bends defenders, even when she's not touching the ball. And that's where Indiana is evolving. These aren't just pre-designed sets. They're reads. Clark makes the cut. Her teammates recognize the shift. The defense scrambles. She doesn't get the assist. She doesn't get the shot. But the spacing? Perfect. Every ghost screen creates a question. Do you switch? Do you chase? Do you hedge? No matter what you pick, Clark already knows the answer. Clark's deep threes are jaw-dropping, but they're not just for show. They're tempo weapons. These aren't just heat checks. They control the game. Early offense, ball reversal. Clark catches just inside the logo. Her defender gives her 2 steps. She doesn't hesitate, elevates, drains it. Why does that matter? Because she resets the defense before it ever sets. That deep pull? It stops a zone before it can form. It forces defenders to play honest. Even here, she misses, but the defense is scrambled. Next possession, the Fever get a layup off a simple drag screen. It's not about the result, it's about the ripple effect. These threes stretch the floor vertically. Bigs have to step up. Help defenders are late. Closeouts get longer. That's why it's working, especially against zone. In a 2-3, top defenders shade inside the arc. Clark forces them out to 25+ feet, and that pull creates 4-on-3s underneath. Here's the play. Clark starts off ball, relocates after a screen, The defense adjusts late. One catch. Clean look. Bottom. Stat check. She's shooting 40% from beyond 24 feet over the last 5 games. That's elite. But it's what she's not doing that really matters. Her average possession time dropped from 9.4 seconds. Dissect Miho Osmi. She's scoring quicker, making decisions faster, controlling pace with touch timing. Indiana's offense looks faster, more fluid, even in half-court sets, because Clark isn't just pulling deep shots, she's pulling strings. Some rookies freeze when the double comes. Caitlin Clark, she sets it up. Early in the season, high traps threw her off. Hard hedges pushed her wide. Passing angles disappeared. Now, she welcomes the trap. Clark calls for the high screen. Boston slips early, forcing the defenders to trap prematurely. Clark doesn't panic. She backpedals, keeps her dribble alive, and angles the trap to the sideline. Then comes the read. Weak side help collapses. Just enough. Clark whips a one-handed skip. Right into the shooter's pocket. Bang. She's not reacting. She knew that skip was open before the trap formed. This isn't rookie stuff. This is quarterbacking. Next play. She fakes using the screen. The help stunts. Clark threads a bounce pass under the rotation. Easy 2. The trap didn't even get a chance to form. This is anticipation, not just reaction. She's not breaking pressure. She's beating the system. Now here's the twist. Clark's scoring isn't always what drives the offense. Sometimes, it's what she doesn't do. In 3 of Indiana's best games, Clark took fewer shots. Yet the team's offensive rating spiked. Why? Because she became a decoy. Clark lifts into a ghost flare. 2 defenders follow. Baseline opens. Mitchell cuts. Layup. Clark didn't pass, didn't shoot, didn't dribble, but she owned the possession. Same concept. Clark triggers movement. Defense collapses to anticipate her flare. Kick out to the opposite wing. Clean look. She's not just a scorer, she's gravity. And when defenders track her like Curry from 30 feet, the floor opens, even when she never touches the ball. So let's bring it full circle. How has Caitlin Clark's shot selection evolved? And what does that say about her role? She's still launching threes, still hitting off-balance looks, still spacing the floor. But now, she's also dictating how and when the defense moves. She's reading traps before they form, relocating into pressure points, creating shots for others without even shooting, scoring with intent, not just volume. This isn't just an evolution, it's a transformation. Clark isn't just part of the offense, she is the offense, even when she's off the ball. If this is her rookie season, the league better adjust fast. If this gave you a deeper look at the game, tap subscribe. We break down every read, every screen, every shot, frame by frame. Your basketball IQ just went up, so stay here.